Hello, folks. The old Hunter here with another episode of Sit and Have a Laugh with Pat. I really hope you're enjoying these and getting a smile on your face. I'm going to tell you one about why I got rid of my shrimp boat. Now, I love the shrimp. I really do. I mean, salt water's in my veins. But our government don't want to make the shrimpers pull what you call a T.E.D. They call it a turtle extractor. Okay? Well, I know I can't prove this, but the guy that designed it, I knew his brother well, and he actually built this and was trying to make what he would call a trash eliminator. You put this in the tail of your trawl before it gets down to the bag, and your big trash, stingrays, crabs, all this kind of stuff goes out of the chute. That way you got cleaner drags, easier picking. Well, it didn't work. It didn't work like it needed to work. If you were shrimping where there's a lot of grass and stuff, it would plug them bars up that's in that T.E.D. Then everything's going out of the chute of the trawl. You ain't catching nothing. And where I shrimped a lot was a lot of grass. I had a lot of grass I'd pick up. And I come from seafood family. My daddy shrimped all his life. My pa-in-law shrimped all his life. I knew a lot of friends that shrimped and everything. I don't know if anybody ever caught a Dead Sea turtle. Never have. I've caught probably 25 or 30 of them in my lifetime, shrimping off and on. I've never had a dead one. What was killing the doggone turtles and what was making them extinct, especially the really turtle that our government was so concerned about, that was really a native turtle to the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. Okay? We all chipped in money, all the shrimpers up down the Gulf Coast, I think even Alabama, Florida, everywhere, and sent two guys down to the Yucatan with video cameras. And they videoed the Mexicans. When the turtles would come up on the Yucatan to lay the eggs, they would get the turtles and dig up the eggs too. Now that's what was making the turtles extinct, not the American shrimpers. But we had to pull the T.E.D. Well, I'm just the type of fella that if I think something's wrong, you're not going to force it down my throat. I'm just not going to do it. So I sold my shrimp boat. That was just about almost like divorcing my wife, and I love her to death. We've been married 53 years. But when I sold my shrimp boat, I had to go to work doing construction work to kind of subsidize my retirement a little bit. It hurt me bad, but I did. Okay, let me see if I can come up with another one here. Okay, after I sold my boat, I started doing millwright work, construction work on shutdowns and stuff all over the United States. I've been all the way up to International Falls up on the Canadian border. And I made good money, real good money, but I was away from home a lot. And I decided, I need to spend a little more time with my family, because my son probably wasn't more than about 4 or 5 years old when I started doing construction work. So I decided I was going to go ahead and retire. Well, just by the time I got ready to retire, they had sent one of the Chevron supervisors out to the Chevron plant and pulled off to Texas to the old grease plant. They made motor oil and they made grease. And he called me and asked me if I would like to come out there and be the machine shop foreman and try to train what they call mechanics out there that worked on the lines and all, how to do millwright type work, like putting seals and pumps, rebuilding gearboxes, bearings, electric motors, just anything mechanical. And I thought about it, and I was sure I'll come out there. Well, I'll give you time to find somebody. I'll come out there for 6 months. Well, I think I wound up staying like 15 years. But I enjoyed it so much because that was a challenge. All that equipment was dirt old. A lot of you couldn't even find parts for, and it was just so much of a challenge. And I had a free reign out there. I mean, I just about could do whatever I wanted to do, because I converted a lot of pumps over to seals and stuff that were packing and everything. And they went along with anything I wanted to do, because I was saving the company a lot of money. And I really enjoyed it. And we lived down in Pasco when Camille come through and lost everything. We moved up to Alabama line, and we were through about 3 hurricanes there. And we were living over in Texas, and when I said, well, okay, I had some land up on T.E.D. Bend. I want to build a house up there, but the wife, there was no way she was going to move to T.E.D. Bend, because this was out in the middle of nowhere. There was 3 pieces of property right there on the lake, right on the water, and the rest was national forest, probably about 300,000 acres. And the road going in there was just a little narrow clay road with about 25, 30-foot drop off on both sides. If you met a car, somebody's got to back up till you can find a place wide enough where somebody could pass. There was 2 other families lived down in there. And it was about an hour and a half drive to Walmart, and I'd done it right there. If a woman ain't close to Walmart, they ain't going to move there. So anyway, we come up to see some friends of ours, and of all things, on Hurricane Lake. And I asked myself, is there any land around here for sale on this lake? As a matter of fact, there's a nice house right over there, place for sale. So we bought this place right here, and we love it. We got 3 acres, probably the biggest piece of property on the lake. But we got 3 acres right on the water. It's fantastic fishing. I got me a big workshop. You can see behind me there. I got all the woodworking tools, and I bought this place, and I completely remodeled everything. It took me over 6 months, and I wouldn't let the wife come up here with me. I lived up here for 6 months while I was doing it. I wouldn't let her come because I knew she wouldn't let me work the hours I was working. I would get them full daylight and working after dark on this place. It took me 6 months. But we love it, and when I had my knee operated on, I had to replace, I could sit in the living room like that and look right out at the lake and watch the fish jump, see the ducks and everything, and it's a whole lot better than just looking at 4 walls. Well, she just had her knee replaced not too long ago, and she done the same thing, just sitting there in a recliner and watch the chipmunk come up and eat our sunflower seeds and everything, and watch the lake and all. They just made it so much better to recover, instead of just looking at 4 walls. Well, I'm going to stop for a little while, take a little break, and we'll talk at you later.